I did unlock a few more cards after the cultist run. Also, turns out the merchant's the weirdo. No real shock there. We started picking up more investigation things, like we got his hat, we got another chain, this time a dog tag involving hand. But as you can see, we're almost out of cards to unlock for these various characters here, which is mildly unfortunate. I also built out a few things. Like, we got extra sanity, we got extra health, we've got an extra motel in every act, which actually kind of got in my way in the last run. I actually had too many motels to use, which was inconvenient. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back out as the professor again. I think the professor might be my favorite. Yeah, sure, Chester Weber's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a self-made deck. To show you the... Actually, no, I don't think we got any more starter decks. I remember talking about all of those. I thought I had gotten one more starter deck, but I think I'm remembering incorrectly. So let's see what we get. I do want a defense. Enlightenment is useful. We'll go ahead and take that. The relaxant is really good, because dexterity turns out to be very powerful, since it's just flat damage reduction. Card draw, though, is very, very useful. I don't know if I want to commit to Mad Form this time or not. And that's why I didn't really grab the thing that'll get me out of Mad Form either, because I'm just not sure I actually want that. Interesting that the breakdown doesn't hurt us at all. It only hurts our enemy. I think I am going to still skip out on the summoning. Though if the bird mutating option comes up, I might take that just because we guaranteed start with a bird. We might be able to make that a usable card that way. Which I guess does leave us with taking that. Alchemy Kit is useful. Apply Stitches will be great once we can actually get rid of the sanity loss from it. But if we're taking those, we probably should take that Electrocute. Flaming Solution was very good when we had it before. I'm not super enthused about freezing, so I think I'll just take another flammable solution, because we can make that a little cheaper. So I think that works. We can also trim 2 of these cards out if there's anything I'm really not feeling in this set. Out of this, I'll take the Relaxant, so we can get back out of Mad Form. Obviously, I want the tonic. I will take 1 Maniac Strike, because the damage output on it is so good. I just have to be careful when I decide to use it. I could take Paranoia by the same logic, but I don't think I want it. Yeah, I could definitely see how you'd loop those. I talked about that when we had it before. I think this is fine. I don't think I'll get rid of any of this. I debated getting rid of the freezing, because I don't really like it that much. But I'm gonna give it another chance, and we'll just take the 15 we have. Oh, good. We get to see one that I don't think I showed off on camera. I got this immediately after, but I don't think we saw that Elder on camera at all. Yes. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. My days are just all in a blob together. Oh yeah, we start with extra money now. On that note, we'll go ahead and spend the extra starting capital just immediately buying wood, because we need so much of it for the meta progression upgrades. Let's see about getting my head back in this game. Not ideal that we're getting attacked that much, but we'll go ahead and just block up that way. Pop dexterity. And you can go ahead and freeze. I also did a really wild setup with the detective and a bunch of Tommy guns, because if you boost the attack on Tommy guns, it seemed like every shot from it was getting the buff, so it was just ripping through things. Like, I was having 40 damage shot Tommy guns going off, because I had a bunch of brass knuckles, a bunch of per hit at damage bonuses. It was disgusting. Like, it was just the nastiest thing. We'll go ahead and just enlighten myself as much as I can here, because I have no need to do anything else. More importantly, there's nothing I could do. Let's see, humans don't take too much damage from burning. I need to remember that. But we can Maniac Strike you and put you down to near death. Yeah, you're the one who's going to be attacking me, which is inconvenient. But at the end of the day, it's fine. It's mildly upsetting that the bird's going to just get eviscerated here, but you know what? Not really too big an issue. Oh, yeah. It just becomes a matter of the card efficiency changes. It's not as efficient to set humans on fire as much as it might be fun. Do I want to go into mad form? Not really. Going into mad form here just risks things, and I don't really need to take that risk. I also don't really need to electrocute at the moment. Guess we'll just weaken you with a Maniac Strike then. This setup isn't great right now. Especially when it draws like this, where everything expensive comes out together. Thanks, game. You know what? That'll be enough to kill you, so burn to death. Like, this is a good setup for the future. Oh, yeah, no. If you're constantly draining sanity and then electrocuting him over and over again to put it back, that's gotta be a disaster. I mean, we could kill here. I mean, you know what? To hell with it. I mean, we'll take the sacrificial dagger for now. Why not? I still have mixed feelings about thermal strike, but I do want to make use of it because there are times where cold is very useful. We don't want to go to the merchant yet. We don't have enough money to make that great. Oh, it's the lighthouse again. Well, we know what the main result here is agreeing to help just gets us into a scuffle. I don't really want to attack him. Let's see if we can find some lantern oil. You agree to help and run to a nearby village for oil. Upon returning to the lighthouse, you don't see any sign of the keeper. Upon inspecting the lighthouse from the inside, you notice that it's been abandoned and unused for a long time. It is a little bit weird. I've used it before. We had that on the last run we had with the professor. It is a very useful card to have, though. I just didn't feel like I had a particular need for it at that exact moment. Because we already have the alchemy kit. This guy. This fucking guy. We may as well set up instead of burning him, because we can just burn him with the oil. Oh yeah, no, it's a little odd. Personally, I don't mind it, but I could definitely see how it would end up feeling weird. Yeah, I'm only gonna end up doing 1 damage, but it will put cold and burning on him. And he's not doing much other than attacking the bird right now, so sure. We'll put those both on him. Just the dexterity dropping our damage right now is unfortunate. Thankfully, those go around the dexterity protection. Don't really need stitches right now. Don't really want a Maniac Strike, but I guess I'm doing it because we don't have anything else. Same with the Enlightenments. I have nothing else to do right now. And we did get our insight back up. Oh, great. You ate my Thermal Strike. Thanks. Also, the third area is fucking nasty. I got there again last night and just got destroyed. You have to have a pretty good setup going, or the third area is just bad news. I've noticed a weird thing with dexterity as well. Sometimes it'll update the damage numbers at the top of your character, and sometimes it won't. It's a little weird. Now would probably be the time to do this, because he's not attacking right now. So we can set up the extra energy for next turn. He is going to attack hard, and we didn't draw any blocking, but we have plenty of insight to block with. So that'll be okay. Unfortunately, I didn't draw anything I can super make use of here. No, throw the one that already progressed a little bit. We're doing the opposite of what I intended to, because we have to use Maniac Strike so much. Because we're just not getting anything else. Okay. Throw the Nervous Breakdown first, so we don't get thrown back into mad form when I don't want to be. Now we come back out. Oh, it takes the energy away immediately, huh? Okay. Oh no, I did bad math. Never mind. So we weren't gonna be able to use freezing anyway. I should have just used the freezing instead of the mental breakdown, though, because of how much dexterity he had. That's an inconvenient amount of damage, but we can work around that. So we're blocking all but one of those hits. We'll block all of those. And rather than taking trauma damage right now, we'll go ahead and just get 1 sanity back. Because he is burning down anyway. Speaking of burning down, remember what I said about monsters taking extra damage from that. So that'll take care of him. There we go. I definitely need to get some sanity restoration. Oh, hey. Oh, actually, I could take the brain, but Freud's book gives us the ability to just restore sanity, and we have an insight engine, so we basically have infinite sanity. And there's tobacco for more insight. We might be back in this. I could start parasiting things to get spiders as well. Those might be fun. Though the nitric acid is also very interesting because it's repeatable. And when it levels up, it might start doing some really nasty stuff. I'm kind of torn. Coin saved me from my decision making. Okay, the acid won the coin toss, so we're taking the acid. Because that's faster than putting up a pole. Ooh, deal extra damage in mad form. Okay. That'll be useful. Having a sanity engine means we don't have to worry about the fact that I'm burning it as much. And I might just sell the specimen jar. There's a few enemies I can think of where it ends up being beneficial to have that.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell the specimen jar. So I'm rarely going to actually use that. Aside from, like, putting defense on myself with it, which isn't really the main use for it. Yes, Blizzard Orb. Yes, free cold on all enemies at the start of a fight. Yeah. Yeah. There are other good things here, like the acid solution would have been great. We do have a motel, actually, so hang on. Grab some health. Ooh, sleight of hand could also be fun, because it's free card draw from the discard. There's a loop I can do with that would be pretty strong. Ooh, a lot of these things are really good, actually. I'm gonna take sleight of hand, because it'll be more fun than just having a lot of poison to use.
If you don't die.
And there's no cards I particularly want to get rid of, otherwise I'd burn the sanity to get rid of them. Since, again, we have a sanity engine to work off of now. But there we go. We'll still be at full health. We can go ahead and do the monster melee and we'll probably be fine. Depending on what we're fighting, I can probably get away with just looping insight for a bit. Once we clear some of these down, we can probably do that. I wouldn't do that with all of them alive, because we will get chewed up that way. Like, right now I actually have to burn my insight just to make sure we don't lose too much health. But we can get that insight back. Speaking of sanity and insight, we'll go ahead and take that. I'm not going to go into mad form, but we will go ahead and just trade that sanity straight out. And I'm not going to fish for my maniac strike back because I don't want to burn my sanity fast. Even though we have a means of getting it back, burning it too fast can put me in a bad spot. The 6 damage from that would set that up to die, but I'm not too concerned about that at this exact second. Okay. This hand is still upsetting. But they're not doing much right now, so we can actually freely mess about a bit more. But this would leave me with one energy I can't really use in a meaningful... Well, no. We'll set up with that and set up with this. We'll have the dexterity for the future. And we'll start working our sanity back up. Because with the amount of enlightenment copies we have, we can certainly fix our sanity reasonably easily. There's the repeatable nitric acid, but now is probably not the time I want to use it. Because the only thing I would end up using it on, I would get the same results as the flammable solution, because it's going to be on him and he's going to die. Because I need to get rid of him. So we'll just burn him so he doesn't hit us. We will take a little bit of damage here, but we'll be okay. I don't really want an alchemy kit here because we're not going to have the energy to do anything meaningful. We'd get to use one of the cards we drew, and that's not really a big deal. Go ahead and do that. Sleight of hand, give me that enlightenment back. Go ahead and get a sanity back. I could also have blocked there, but I'm not too worried about the little bit of damage we're taking, because we still have that motel in play. Which of these is attacking me? You are. I can't kill you. Yeah, that's why I didn't really start swinging more heavily into it till I got the book here. The book is a bit more compelling in that regard. Oh, right, I wasn't in mad form. For some reason, I thought I was. I think I had assumed I played this already, and brain just didn't brain on that one. That's fine. We just won't use that then, because otherwise we'll take more damage for no good reason. The idea was Mad Form first. That would have done enough damage to make the difference, and then it would have killed. But Brain, as I mentioned earlier, is just not firing on all cylinders today. We'll go ahead and kill you with freezing. And then we can just kind of let this one get chewed on by the bird while we build ourselves up a bit. Or in this case, he chews on the bird, but either way. Except I'm not drawing the end of the deck I need. There we go. Tonic so we can build up more. If we're gonna be restoring our sanity anyway, so let's go ahead and get our missing health back while we're at it. But yeah, I do still see, even with the insight, that the sanity game is gonna be touch and go. Once the enlightenments can fish for themselves back out of the discard, it'll get a little easier. But we can also supplement it with electrocution to help a little bit. We'll go ahead and give you some burning and poison to play with. Because I debated keeping this thing alive for a while, but that wouldn't be very interesting. We'll just move on. I can keep myself in check fine enough as we go. Just remember this when I die of my decision making later. Ugh. I mean, this is an exhaust card, so at least it'll get out of the way. We'll take that. Ooh, this gives health back too. Relaxant is best item. I also unlocked a thing in the asylum, I do believe, that'll let me get sanity an easier way. We have too many motels. I'm gonna burn one of these to get an upgrade. Yeah, the tonic is one of my favorite cards in the Professor's deck. Give me energy. Yeah. Wow, that's actually a really lucky upgrade, because we just finished upgrading the relaxant, and now we can upgrade it again. And now we get 2 health back per usage. We'll go ahead and rob the storehouse. I'm not gonna buy anything from it because we can't. Is it wood or bricks? I mean, we could work a shift and get some money, actually. But I'd rather for the planks. Because we don't have a shop in sight. And while we need the refueling station soon, the monster melee will give us enough money. Oh, there's a merchant there. Yeah, the form shifting is not as important right now because we don't have that many ways we get into mad form, but you are definitely right that the slightly decreased damage is also very good. Just the big benefit to me is the fact that it'll give me longevity by virtue of just giving me essentially passive healing. Because I play the card for the other 2 effects, but get the healing as a side benefit. Nah. It's basically one of those things that just continues to extend the value of the card. Oh, absolutely, because then you actually get the full benefit out of it instead of using it for tangential effects, essentially. It's actually worth alchemy kitting here because I have energy. Sleight of hand. I find it very funny that you can sleight of hand for sleight of hand. So if there's something based on playing an amount of skill cards, you could just infinitely loop that. But what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna fish for the tonic for another turn. And we'll go ahead and heal. Since we're not taking any damage this turn, but they will. I'm still not super fond of the shifting effects, mostly because they can feel like a lot of bookkeeping, even though they are good. They just seem like a lot of trouble. Oh, when you say block shifting, do you mean greed to steal the block, or do you mean when you're switching the block into charge and back again for the detective? Is it's the block into charge and back and forth thing that I think is too much trouble. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. That hasn't shown up yet, because I think that's still unlockable, and I have not unlocked it yet. Or it's an item that I just haven't encountered. Because I definitely do not remember seeing laudanum anywhere. Do I want the 3 energy? Because I like having the initial tonic. I might have, and I don't remember. Because bear in mind, if I saw it in passing and didn't use it, it's meaningless to me. It doesn't stay in memory at all. It just passes like a ghost and it's just gone. Hell, half the things I've used in some of these decks don't stick in memory because they're not very memorable. We are gonna run out of rounds here before I get to do all I wanted to do. A moon beast. We haven't seen one of those yet. Okay, this has the anger mechanic. Okay, gotta watch out for that then. And you're already swinging out, which is upsetting. So we'll go ahead and reduce that. We don't have anything to really block with at the moment. And I'm not gonna make it mad because that would just be a foolish move. So we'll just preemptively heal back to full to brace to tank the damage. Oh, except right, the bird attacked it and pissed it off. Thanks, bird. This is why I don't like having minions that I can't control, is because of situations like this thing where it's just gonna keep feeding it strength when I don't want it to have strength. And it's gonna get me reamed because it's stupid. Yeah. And these kind of enemies exist in almost every card game, which is why I'm always thinking with enemies like this in mind. And it's unfortunate to run into it right now. That enlightenment's about to upgrade, so I don't need to pull that one. Yeah, I will still enlighten more. Oh, I would definitely believe that. It's very easy for that to happen. We'll only take... No, we'll take more than 2 because the bird's about to be stupid again, so we'll block extra. It's unfortunate because we're kind of not getting much done here, but we're gonna let the burning chip him down so he doesn't rage too hard. It would be great if I had like a mirror or something to steal that strength. But we don't have any of those on hand right now. Because I think that might be the one thing I really enjoyed about the cultist is all the random blessings and stealing effects and hexing and such you can do with the cultist is very fun. Just a lot of the rest of it's just not that interesting to me. Like, it has potential to be, like, incredibly stupidly powerful, but it just doesn't get there in an interesting way to my feeling. So like, oh hey, I'm just gonna ramp like 60 blessings and you just have to sit there and suck up the fact that I have all these blessings now. Oh yeah. The bloodlust system is interesting as well. I wasn't super enthused by it myself. There we go. Let's just nip that in the bud before that gets out of hand. Wow, this is what you're giving me, huh? The adrenaline shots might get something really good later. I've never used it. I just don't like things that cost 2 to only give 1 benefit. That just, eh. I'll try it though, just because it's an exhaust card. We'll at least be able to get rid of it. Nah. I could look ahead, but where's the fun in that? I'll just let it ride. We're not gonna get to see this merchant. Well, no, I don't particularly care about these. I could sell these, and I don't care about this either. We'll make something happen here.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
I'm also not super enthused about the sacrificial dagger either, but it'll be very handy after this boss fight to get all my insight back. Spiky poncho could be nice. This is the thing I was gonna get from the asylum, the tranquilizers. Just restoring 1 sanity after every fight. Because it helps guarantee sanity gain. We'll still probably be spending more than we're gaining in most fights, but it helps. And there's the broken mirror, which is also fun. Transfer 2 of the debuffs off of you. This would be fantastic if I had more than just the bird. But I'm kind of tempted by the compass, because the extra travel deck might have good stuff in it. But I frequently have things left to go to that I can't go to, so we'll take the tranquilizers.
Come again.
Because that's the safe choice. I mean, it helps in general, but it definitely helps more early on. I can definitely see that. Because it supplements the fact that you, like you're saying, don't have much to give back. If we didn't have Freud's book, we'd be gaining, like, nothing back right now. But here's Hester. Hester's gonna be an issue. Is just like the minions of Hester we saw before, they get shield every time an effect's played. Half of what we do is effects. This is a bad situation for us. Especially since they're swinging out for 12 and I have nothing I can do about that right now. But we have health to burn at the second, so that's not the biggest issue. We can also just preemptively heal a little bit. I'm a little concerned about our sanity fighting this guy here. Like, I do feel like we're underprepared for this. But we've come out of sketchier fights. This is actually a good time to do this card because it'll only be 1 effect card that'll do a lot. And in this way, we break through their aura. And since elders do take monster damage from fire, that should get some good work done. I could fish the tonic back up to keep my energy up. That's not a bad idea, we'll do that. I considered the enlightenment, but right now we need energy more than we need insight. Pop the relaxant. I could have attacked him with nervous breakdown first, but I'm actually gonna stay in mad form. This way we have even more energy. It's a risk, but I think it'll work out. There goes the bird. This is an awful hand to have right now. Thanks, game. Love that for me. Thanks for giving me the worst hand in history for having all this energy. That's better. It's not great, but it's better. Okay. Not ideal still. We're gonna hit him with this because it'll break his armor and put more debuffs on him. I don't really want a Maniac Strike because our sanity's already getting sketchy, but I also don't want to burn the 2 energy electrocuting. Adrenaline Shot's useless to us right now because the block would just go away, so I guess we'll freeze him. Just stack another freeze there, even though shield comes back up. And this is the upsetting thing, is all my stuff's gonna keep getting downgraded for the rest of this fight. Thankfully, we don't take that much damage from the burning. That 27 is scary. We don't have the relaxant in there anymore. Just the deck cycled. Concentrate. Defense. Bring back that concentrate. Okay, that takes care of our damage issue. Mostly, anyway. Okay, there's the relaxant. So, tonic. Alchemy kit. I'm gonna have to stop using the alchemy kit now, but let's go ahead and use this to deal damage before we switch out of this form. We'll enlighten once and relax. I'm gonna have to be careful now, though, because our sanity is getting dangerously low. No, I said I have to stop using that. If I enlighten one more time, I can get 1 sanity, but that's not the most beneficial. I'm actually gonna stack up more dexterity right now. Help counter the amount of damage coming in. Yeah, I think this deck just wasn't ready for this fight. There's ways out of this, but I don't think it's gonna be fast. And that's gonna be the problem, is it's not gonna be fast enough. Oh, hey. I just get the card I would want for that. No. Getting more energy isn't gonna help. We already have one thing giving us energy that turn. So what we can do, though, is fish the enlightenment back out. Which doesn't fish the thing I wanted. Okay. It would have been very funny if it had randomly fished the sleight of hand again. I'm gonna keep this in the pocket for the second rather than using this insight. We're gonna take a little bit of fire damage again, but it's okay. And this is why I kind of held the insight, because I needed to see what his next attack looked like in terms of damage. We can weather this, but I think we're better off not taking unnecessary damage now. Maniac Strike won't do anything good because it has to rest so much block that we're not going to end up gating through it anyway. So it would just be a waste of sanity. Breakdown won't help anything right now. Setting them on fire would help. We're gonna get set on fire too, is the thing. That's the only issue with this plan. Because unfortunately we didn't have our tonic built up to cleanse negative effects. I should have bought the mirror. Because then I could have turned the fire on Hestor. That would have been smarter. As it stands, we're dead. Well, yeah, that's the very nature of what a card like that is. Oh, we're not dead anymore. I can protect us just enough, I think, to live by 1. But that's not gonna matter. We bought us a turn, and that's it. And it's not even gonna be more than this turn, because... Oh no, the stitches are still in there, so I can actually stitch away to have just enough health. But we have so little sanity left. We have 1 round of his sanity attack left in us, unless I can get a recharge off on that, and I don't have the energy to spare to do so. Adrenaline shot buys us nothing, actually, because it'll block that. No, because I can block the attack and then block the fire with that. But again, we're just sitting here accomplishing nothing now is the problem. I went a little too experimental with this deck, not enough useful. Or, more accurately, it was useful but in the wrong order. We can buy ourselves 1 sanity. But here's the problem, the 20 damage coming in now. Either I sacrifice my only hope of surviving this fight further, an alchemy kit, or I just accept death now. That's basically the position we're in right now. Is if I alchemy kit, I go down to 1 sanity, and next turn he kills us on sanity. And the odds of us having a way out of the sanity damage by then is... It's not too bad to push against if you have real defense cards, which we just don't. And we already used the only couple defense cards we have. That's the problem. This card doesn't have any real defense in it in this particular setup. Oh yeah. Because like, I can dexterity up, which puts it down to 18. But again, we're forced into this damned if I do, damned if I don't situation here. So we may as well play it out and see what happens, but yeah, we're fucked. Didn't matter. That's what I figured was gonna happen based on what was in the discard pile. That was just a sloppy deck, which I knew that, but I expected to at least make it past the first boss, but Hestor was a bad boss to get with the setup we had. Ooh, Tesla coil. That could be fun. And we got the tarot cards, the farmer's shirt, and some rotten cheese. Oh, 2 mutated rats is pretty nice. Anger would also be quite helpful. And, you know, I'm always down for extra card draw without having to do anything else. Photograph of a young woman. Huh. Interesting. More importantly, though, we can buy more things. We could get the random equipment item at the start, but I'm not super enthused by that, though I am more interested in getting the other options, which I think I need this building to get these, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. Extra fuel, as expected. Convert spheres into super spheres. Okay. We don't even have spheres yet. And extra modifier for combos, and extra starting hand, and extra energy. Yeah, I was worried these weren't going to be that great until much, much later, and I was right. I should have just been spending up here. It's fine. Knowledge is important. We're going to need a lot more wood. We'll go ahead and be the detective. Yeah, Walter Schneider, sure. We'll go ahead and go with a self-made deck again. I prefer doing the self-mades because the pre-builds get a little samey after a bit. Adrenaline Rush is useful, but we'll take the grenade because I do want some AoE value. I'm not too interested in that. Take the pistol shot. Card draw. Oh yeah, I only recently unlocked the ice pick, I think. So I don't remember seeing that at all. Roll up sleeves is really good. Just gotta be careful about that discard so you don't discard something useful. Disguise is fun, but I just wish it didn't cost 2. That's what always gets in my way with that one. We'll take the tourniquet so we can guarantee us some longevity. Low kick is good. Again, though, it's unfortunate that it costs 2, but it is what it is. Let's get a regular block because we don't have that much defense in here right now other than the shadow strikes. Dust Veil's fun, but take a swing costs nothing, so I'd rather have that of the 2. Again, why? I hate that this costs 2. We don't have enough block in here for me to feel too great about counteroffensive, but we'll take it. Worst case, I throw it away when we get to that point. I would love to have the Tommy gun, but another Shadow Strike is probably a safer idea. I don't need command. I don't really need another arsenal either, but I guess I'll take it. Block. So let's see. We have 5 cards that have block, I think. 2 regular blocks and 3 shadow strikes. Yeah, the throw 2 away is nice, but sometimes it doesn't. I don't have anything I want to throw away, but this time I think I will. I'll get rid of the extra arsenal and the counteroffensive, because I don't have enough block that I'm comfortable using counteroffensive. There's no consistency to that, I don't think. With the situation we had, there could have been a way where we'd get something that works for that, but I don't trust it. Ooh, our random equipment works out though. We got police pants. That's very good. I'm very happy to get that for free. We could go straight to the merchant, sell the liquor, and see what we get. I hate that this is my starting set. These are terrible cards to have right off the top. I'm gonna burn this for card upgrade and go to the monster melee. Maybe before we go to the merchant, so we have a little more capital to use. Oh, this is actually a good one to get upgraded immediately. Based on the fact that our defense isn't so great right now, we'll take the 2 dexterity version of that. I usually like to get the strength one, but the dexterity is gonna be more important to us right now. Make up for our slightly weak block. And we do at least have good value blocks because of the fact that we can attack and block together. In fact, play that. Play that. And then play that because it doesn't matter that it discards the arsenal because we can't use it. So we already have 4 strength, so that's feeling pretty good. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, which is unfortunate, but we're set up pretty well. We admittedly don't have the best things to use that strength with, but it's fine. Low kick him to make him vulnerable. Because even low damage attacks like that start doing a lot of work between the combo bonus and the strength. And, you know, stack vulnerable on top of that and just rips things. There we go. Problem solved. Boost this up, pistol shot him, and nearly kill him. This is the nice thing about the detective, is you can actually pour out some power with the detective's attacks. But it doesn't feel too easy or too powerful. Because you do have to put a decent amount of card value in to get the power out. Another motel. This is why I hate having the extra motel, because it loves to put all of them at the top of the deck. God damn it, game. Hate it here. Going to the merchant.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Well, there's the farmer's shirt already. I am tempted by that. I'm also tempted by this to get around all the goddamn motels. That I don't need. Because we could afford it, as demonstrated there. Problem is, what do I do if I end up with just 4 travel decks full of junk? The death warrant would also be very nice to have. I want the shirt. Like, I can't have everything I want. That's the problem. Well, actually, by that, we have so many motels. Oh, but I can only sacrifice once, right? Damn it. And even selling the liquor doesn't get me enough. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. There goes my shenanigan plan. Why won't you take more of my life? You can take more. I will happily give more blood. Damn. Well, never mind.
If you don't die.
I would also move them around, because we had another motel, but apparently when you add an extra deck, it shuffled them all. Weird. You wouldn't think that that's how that works. You would think it would just be adding the 4th deck. Huh. I mean, it's fine. I'm not too worried about that, but just like, what? I feel like it just reset. Weird. Which, coding-wise, that probably is how it happened. Is in order to add the deck, they just basically reset the pool. But it just seems like a strange way of going about that. And that's why I wasn't worried about the attack, because I knew the dog was going to weaken them. There we go. Now we roll up our sleeves for free. The only problem is going to come in once we start running into the prostitutes in such an Act 2 that can steal our buffs. They will profit very heavily from my shenanigans. Is I'll sit there and buff myself, and then they'll be like, ooh, tasty buffs, give me all of them. And then I don't have any buffs anymore. And I get turbo-powered prostitutes trying to kill me. And yes, that's a sentence, and I've said it. Of course, we buy a 4th travel deck, and now we get extra navigation. I'll take an extra low kick. I don't really want another basic block. Exactly. Oh, hey, there's all the motels. Why do they keep getting stuck together? Now, let's get access to it one way or the other, just to make sure. No, it's the parcel game. We saw this before, but I couldn't afford it. Let's play the parcel game. The mailman beckons you closer, selects a few boxes from the pile and sets them before you. Do you think luck's on your side? Choose one of the relics and remember which box it's in. Once you're ready, press ready. Be careful, the boxes will start shuffling. Once they're shuffled, select one of them. I don't care too much about any of these, but I guess I want the camera out of these 3 options. I mean, smoking pipe's also not bad. I don't really care about the map. And I obviously don't want the nothing. I mean, it's only a 25% chance. I guess I'll keep my eye on the smoking pipe. It's over here. Ta-da! That's not really that hard a shell game to win. Asylum, Monster Melee, Storehouse Unknown. And we got 2 refueling stations back to back here. So we can just kind of pocket those. Like, this is actually really nice to have in some ways, but completely pointless in others. Oh, good, it's you again. Apparently, yeah, I found the hotel district. You'd think we'd find that in Act 2 where all the prostitutes are. They do a thriving business there. What do I do about this thing? Because I don't have the right setup in front of me to just rush it down immediately. Great, that's what I needed, the other low kick. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted, game. How did you know? I may as well tourniquet, and we'll... Yeah, we'll go ahead and low kick it just so at least the vulnerables started on it. This is just not a good starting move here, because I don't get to set any of my buffs up before he starts attacking me. Now he's just doing a sanity attack, though, that's fine. Sanity's not really that big an issue for the detective. At least not at the moment. He is getting very strong, though. We're gonna have to kill him fast. It's still gonna sting a bit, but we are chewing through him pretty good. This is why I held on to the motels, though. The order didn't matter on that one, in case people are like, why did you use low kick after? It doesn't matter. He's dead anyway. But you used them in the wrong order. Wah. Dodge would actually be pretty good. 6 block for 1, and it'll certainly upgrade to be more useful than that. We could make the low kick cheap. And I think I'm gonna do that because the worst part about low kick right now is the fact that it costs 2. And we don't exactly have an energy economy to work off of. We only have base energy, which is not ideal. Okay, we have a merchant down there. But we're not really rolling in the cash right now. So I think we might just disregard that merchant for a change. Okay, that butcher needs to go. Not that we have anything great for making him go away. And we have no debuff, so hats off is useless. I just gotta remember that hats off also sheds some of my block. Because apparently part of my protection's in my hat. Okay, we got 22 coming in. Even if we blocked with everything, we're not blocking all of that. But this is probably not a good time to use the brass knuckles. As much as I would like to get the buff rolling. Oh no, we did get enough. We're fine. I forgot about the block combo. I mean, probably not, but I don't think the hat is either. That would have to be one hell of a hat to be bulletproof. If it is, though, somebody please point me to the Hatter, because I would like one of those. He's already got vulnerability still on him, so we'll go ahead and tourniquet up and then shoot him. Fix me, hit him, fix me, hit him is almost always a good strategy. This is the wrong time to be drawing all this block game. This is better. We can just pull both these buffs and it doesn't matter what we throw away because we have no energy left. There we go, we'll take him off the table. Get a bunch of block from the combo. And the combo bonus is why that double block is so strong. And that's the end of that. We actually came out of that, I think, with more health than we went into it with. Okay, the umbrella and a broken mirror, both of those are great. The one problem I have with Riposte is the fact that it stops at 20 damage, so you can't just have a ton of block cards and then turn Riposte into an attack. But I think it is still a good move for us to have in the pocket. And I don't mind having my pistol shot exhaust. I dislike that the brass knuckles, you're forced to gain exhaust on it as it goes higher. I almost want to just not upgrade it, but you can't. Well, you can reject a card upgrade, but I don't think you can keep rejecting it consistently. I'm not sure. I've never actually tried. I just wish it had a path where it exhausted and a path where it didn't. Instead of like, nope, you want to make it better, you're gonna have to make it exhaust. Obviously, it's stupid powerful when it can recur, but sometimes it's fun to be stupid powerful. Since we're not planning on worrying about the merchant, we'll go ahead and buy the planks so we get as much as we can. Because we're running out of spaces anyway. We'll need to hit the refueling station. We don't really need anything else that badly. Oh, good. We got one of you as a fight, huh? Okay. And, like, obviously we could motel to heal the dog, but I think the dog will be okay. Or not. As much as I would like to worry about that, I don't really have great options for worrying about that. Especially when the game does things like that. Our strength balances out their dexterity. Okay, those two traumas are gonna be the issue for the dog surviving. Because I can't transfer the effect from him to the enemy, unfortunately. I can only transfer it from myself. And I can't tourniquet the dog. It's the wrong time to be drawing all of these. God damn it, game! Well, guess we may as well use them. No, my sanity. And you took away the grenade, which is the one thing that doesn't much matter against you. Real shame that you took that. Okay, the dog will block, but is... No, they'll be okay. I had to sit there and do the math for a second, but they'll be fine. We will be fine if we use both Shadow Strikes. We just end up with a little bit of energy inefficiency unless I draw something good off the flash, which we drew more block. Thanks. Clearly that's what I needed in this situation, was even more block. You know, I thought this deck didn't have much block, but apparently it loves to show up constantly. So maybe I'm wrong about how much I have in here. I feel like I did a bad calculation somewhere. Oh, now I pull the riposte now that we don't have much block and we actually need to use it. This deck keeps drawing the wrong end constantly. Kick him in the nuts to feel something. There we go. I don't even know if he has them, but you know what? If I get angry enough, I'll stitch some onto him so he'll feel it, and then I'll kick him there anyway. We don't need to keep raising our block, so we'll go ahead and raise our strength right now. 7 strength is gonna be nice. It's a pity it's still partially mitigated by his dexterity, but he is vulnerable right now too. I say as we don't draw any of our big attacks. Not that we have very many big attacks in this deck. That's kind of the problem at the moment. Tempting, but no. I don't think that's a good idea right now. I think we're just gonna have to take the damage though. So we'll just heal some of the damage we're about to take. At the end of the day, it's not that much damage, it's just inconvenient. Yeah, that's what this deck desperately needs at this point, though, I think, is just some actual attacking cards. Is our biggest attack really is the pistol shot, and we only get one shot with it. The rest of it's kind of just chipping them to death with small attacks. We have Dagon coming up from the look of what the background had. And I don't... The only time I want the fur coat is to protect me against that one specific elder that does cold, and I don't think that's what we're up against, so I'll take the 3 card upgrades. I don't particularly care about the ruby ring, because I try to end up using all of my energy every turn, so the ruby ring doesn't do much for me. Where are the actual attacking cards? Like, I'll take the nails, because they at least are going to get at useful. It's just very inconvenient. This I want. The precise arsenal where we get a free use of whatever card we pull. I want that. Heal 2 or gain dexterity, or heal 4. Let's take the heal 2 gain dexterity, because that dexterity amount is gonna get really good. This one as well will just make cheaper. Let's take the multiple negative status removal. Wow, that card was removed from being able to be used and it still gained an upgrade. Probably because it got Crystal Ball upgrade. But it's just very funny to me that that just happens to be what gets upgraded. We have enough fuel, so let's go ahead and do the Elite Foe fight and then we'll go refuel. This way, at that point, we have our choice of what do we need to heal. Ha! Hi, Shoggoth. I didn't really want to see you right now, considering you take 60% less health damage from everything. And health damage is kind of my whole thing. Also about to take damage that I probably can't do much about. Yep, can't do anything about it. Okay. Well, we can reduce it with the dexterity, so it's better than nothing. There would have been an argument for low kicking him to make him vulnerable, but we'll pull the other low kick probably. That bleed is gonna be nasty. Okay, just doing sanity damage right now. So we're actually gonna pistol shot and then roll up our sleeves. I would have rolled up the sleeves first. Oh, yeah, it's not a random discard. I could have just rolled up first. It's fine. I'm so used to any discard effects being random discard. I'm just never used to things that play a little nicer. Oh, great. Yeah, let me take a swing at my block. Yeah, that's great, game. Thanks. Don't really want the grenade either. As much as I like the grenade is not what I need right now. Is we take care of all the block there. You know what? Here, you take your own bleed. You enjoy that. And now the block over there is free, so I guess we'll just throw that in. And we will throw the grenade, because we may as well. It just makes me sad that that's such an inefficient use of energy. We'll worry about doing damage to him next turn. I want to keep the dexterity bonus going and keep restoring what health I can. Oh no, I'm perplexed. It's okay, I'm confused all the time anyway. And I know I made the same joke before. But really, we drew the exact same hand again. There's 10 other cards in there, you know, game. They don't have to all come together. They're not glued together. They don't have to show up side by side every time. Fuck's sake. This deck shuffles like ass. I mean, I guess it practices those cards nicely, but why? Also, the dog is looking worse for wear, and there's nothing I can do about it. We can discard the perplexity, so that's good. I only have one energy, though. Sad. Well, my best choice then is to keep the vulnerability stacks up so he doesn't stop being vulnerable, so we can kill this thing quicker. And that's the end of that. The dog has survived another encounter. We could get the Blizzard Orb back. Upgrading Flash? No, I don't think so. So we'll take the Blizzard Orb. And Dagon does take double cold damage, so it's actually a pretty good thing to have. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the binoculars in favor of the scalpel so we can heal off of humans. That seems like a good idea for me right now. Swearing's not really something I need. I do need damage. Punch really isn't the vector by which I want to start dealing damage because it's not much, but it's more damage than any card we have right now. Let's take a team block so we can start trying to ensure that the dog survives a little bit longer. And this just straight up gets better. Okay. You would think dexterity would be generated by dodge, but apparently not. Yeah, we're going to the motel. As much as I didn't really want to, I need the health for both me and the dog, and then we'll go to the refueling station. Because we don't have any fuel generation right now. so we have no way out of needing to go to the refueling station. We will have a good amount of money when we go to the merchant next, because we have over 200 left after spending that, and Elder Gods tend to give you a good chunk of money. Makes you wonder where they're keeping all of that. I guess, you know, the cultists are donating to them constantly, so there's just always a bunch of offering money laying around. This is actually a good place to have the grenade. So we take a swing, we grenade for 13 against all of them, we block basically all the damage they're doing, and we're actually gonna just go ahead and throwing knife you, get you out of here nice and early. And thanks to doing that, we get our pistol shot for free, so we'll set that other deep one up to die. Thankfully, the dog tanked the stun for me. He's a good dog. He is the best boy. This does make my nails somewhat irrelevant, so we'll go ahead and discard the nails, keep everything else. Yeah, we have no debuffs to shed with the hat right now. Yeah, this will be more effective. His will block all the damage we need to, but also take more of his block off. Dog's over there doing his best. We can put a lot of vulnerability on right now. That'll keep them easy to hurt for a good long while. We're taking 12 damage. Arsenal. That's a shame. That's really a shame. The brass knuckles are gonna upgrade again. The team block I'm gonna have to use on myself here just to make sure I'm safe. And we can just tourniquet away the damage we would take. I'm saving my consumables because I don't need them for this fight. I know I frequently die with consumables left in my inventory, but, like, I'm not gonna just burn them willy-nilly either. I do feel like they're better saved for when I actually need them. If I don't end up using them, I can always just sell them, is why I feel like it's just as well to hang on to them. Though with the right items, money generation ceases being a factor. He still has 2 vulnerability left, so we'll roll up our sleeves, discard the low kick, and just whack him with 2 of those. One of these times where he builds up a bunch of block, I probably should just Warhorn the block away. But at this point, it doesn't matter, I don't think. I think this fight's basically over. I could have hit him one more time, but he wouldn't die. So we may as well just block that and then kill him this turn. Except we didn't get any attacking cards. Thanks, game. Love this deck right now. It's a great deck of no attacks. To think, I thought I didn't have enough blocking in this deck. But no, apparently I have no fucking attacking. Fuck you. Explode, you ugly snake bastard. Ooh. Random blessing at the start of every fight. Or at the beginning of every fight we heal a bunch. We've not really been having a health problem. No damage from bleeding would be nice, but I'm gonna gamble on the random blessings. I think that's the more fun option. Yeah. He went kaboom. I like the 3 items we have. The rabbit's paw would be nice, but I don't think I need it. At this stage, the Tommy gun would actually be really good to have. tripping the enemy could be good too, so you can remove block, but we remove block well enough by attacking. The only problem with this is it's a 3 cost. Taking it anyway, though, I just like it too much. This one we'll take as a reinforced block instead of a team block. We'll keep it at 6 so I can keep using it. We will go ahead and let this exhaust because of how many times it kept showing up. I think it's gonna be fine. Oh good, it's the one that I was gonna use the fur coat against. Guess I should have taken it. I hate the way this plays out sometimes. The game knows what you didn't do and whips out a middle finger. Looting the bodies. At dawn, you continue your journey. The night was restless in this perilous and malevolent place. Every dawn is a rebirth. You never know if you'll wake up tomorrow. Walking along the railroad tracks, you spot a figure crawling among the lifeless bodies. They've had less luck than you. You crouch slightly to avoid being noticed and try to understand what's happening. Suddenly the figure turns in your direction. It's the merchant. What? I mean, we can't condemn him for scavenging among the dead, because let's be real, they're not using it, and where do we think we're getting the wares from? Flattening to the ground isn't gonna hide us. He's probably already aware that we're here. Let's just figure out how these people died. Because we're not gonna win out threatening him with blackmail. I feel like it was gonna backfire. Because I don't think he cares enough about the fact that he's looting the bodies, and certainly none of the townsfolk are gonna give a shit because they already label him the weirdo. So that's not really gonna be a thing either. Silently passing by the scene of a terrible atrocity, you try to attempt to understand what happened here. The faces of the deceased reflect a cosmic horror experienced in their last moments of life. Even the appearance of these faces sends shivers down your spine. The merchant leaves without uttering a word. One of the dead is clutching a handful of coins. Why didn't the merchant take them? Apparently we're not taking them either? Why not take the coins? They're right there! Stupid detective, losing sanity and not even getting paid for it. Resin stupid, not taking the coins. I mean, I could have. There was the play dead option, but I didn't. Because I figured that was gonna be stupid. I mean, maybe. That is a thing that can happen. I believe there are some cultures that do something akin to that. Like, obviously, there's putting coins on the eyes of the dead to pay for the trip across the river Styx, but that's a whole other thing. Maybe those coins are cursed. Who knows? Or maybe he just takes goods and doesn't take coin, because he gets enough coin from me already. It happens a couple times, yeah. I've definitely seen a few fictional worlds with methods like that, where there are actually some fictional cultures that will actually pay the dead for the things they had. Which, from a pragmatic stance, seems a little odd, but, you know, your culture is your culture. Also, we got 3 extended limbs. Oh, hell yeah. I would love to just fire off the Thompson with the extra 9 per hit damage, but this is not a good situation to do that. Well, never mind, it didn't matter. The dog's dead anyway. Well, that's a shame. No one can say I didn't try to save him. Yeah. They all have their ways of repaying. Let's get rid of these eggs before we end up with spiders everywhere in addition to these 2. Yeah, it's a real shame, but the dog has no hope here. The dog's done for. I mean, one could say that the constant string of misfortune is a result of their actions. There's a lesson in that. Getting these extended limbs is ridiculous. Like, look at that. Without even much work, we're doing 23 with a pistol shot. We can make that higher, though. Those are rookie numbers. We can get them numbers up. Bam. Like, that grenade did, what, like 32 to everything before? There you go, have some nails on your corpse. I mean, it's that simple. The arms just get longer. He's probably walking around like a gorilla at this point. I mean, he could go the Inspector Gadget route too. Yeah, just go gadget it punch. There you go. The nunchucks could be fun. Crime board, we don't have enough cards in the deck for me to get super much. Exactly, Zin, exactly. Just keep getting them numbers up. Combat stance could be good, but we already have so much block in here. Let's take the nunchucks. I was considering the Dust Veil to keep boosting other attacks, but we don't have other attacks to boost. Or at least the deck pretends we don't have other attacks half the time. Oh, hey, it's the exact situation I was concerned about. Oh my god, yes. We got endorphins, so we get a 3 charge per endorphin, so we get 9 charge at the start of every turn. Now, there's a problem here, though. They're gonna steal those endorphins from me, and whoever steals it, I'm gonna have to kill them quickly, or I'm gonna have a really bad day. And we're gonna discard this hand. Ironic that we're wielding the lipstick when we're faced with an army of prostitutes. You know what? Fuck it. Having a drink. Yes, 1 cost machine gun. Yes, take a swing. Machine gun. And now we have our combo up a little bit, so smack it. It's a shame that our punch got made more expensive, but that Hail Mary worked out. Yep, we got a stupor. That's unfortunate. No, my money, my endorphins, stealing my money and my happiness. Why? Oof. The rest of the random didn't necessarily work out that great, as it turns out. Well, I said I was gonna have to kill the one that stole that quickly, and bang, you're dead. We're about to get debuffed to hell, though, which is gonna be unfortunate. 1 cost grenade is good, okay. 2 cost Shadow Strike is sadness, but, you know. Yeah, we're only gonna do 6 damage with that, so we'll Brass Knuckle and then Shadow Strike, because it'll do about the same and it'll mitigate some of the damage coming in instead. I think the alcohol might have been a bad idea. Zero cost arsenal. 3-drop nails? Ugh. Why? Suffering. Why? Hello, Snork. It's not necessarily a perfect solution here. It made our deck way stronger and way worse simultaneously. With the random costs. Are you the one attacking? No, you're gonna be blocking. I could kill you now, but I would take 13 damage, 14 damage from your friend. I mean, it is a solution. Scientifically, you're correct. But I don't know if it's the solution in this situation, like I said. You know what is the solution? Gun. Gun solves problem. Similar to double powered punch. Our weapons are already pretty good. I think we'll keep the scalpel for the healing. There's mini bombs. Mini bombs could be useful. Yeah. Yeah. I know that's the joke. I did that on purpose to ruin the thing. And now you've just ruined the ruining of the thing. We're just going in a circle here and just making this worse. Oh great, this again, huh? Yeah, and it certainly tripped over it on the way through, that's for sure. Speaking of tripping over things, we might be tripping into a grave before we get across the finish line here. So how about that newspaper? So that takes care of that basically, but we got 12 more coming in. 2 of that's taken care of again by the 20, so I have to block 10. Knuckles, dodge. Okay, this got made free by the umbrella, so now there's no need to calculate anything. We have enough block, and then some. I probably don't want you two to stay around because you'll be stealing my buffs. And they're probably doing it already, so we're probably not gonna get to keep any of these buffs we have. Oh no, they didn't do it yet. Okay, so if we kill them quick enough, we can actually keep the 12 dexterity we have to reduce damage with. Unfortunately, this isn't exactly a great hand for killing them with. Then again, we have energy to spare. Riposte, since they're not attacking, so it gets rid of you. I'm doing fine. Getting a little tired because we're a little long in here now after doing 7 days and then a run and a half of this so far. But otherwise fine. Which is also why some of my responses are falling apart a little bit, is definitely starting to burn down a little. But we ended early with the crew, so I'm like, I want to keep going for a little longer. We have so much dexterity reducing damage that this lot here can't even hurt us. No, my strength. It's okay, I have so much dexterity. I no longer have strength, but I have dexterity. Hooray, I guess. Bang. Didn't land the bombs consistently enough on the one I wanted to, but that's fine. Yep, that's right. Keep putting focus on me. I'm the only one here, so your focus is meaningless, but do what you want anyway. Nails. I mean, some people say casting Fist is the strongest spell, but I contend that Gun is the strongest spell. That'll block everything they're doing. We'll just sweep the leg on the big guy. That way he's more vulnerable to future attacks. Yes, keep giving me more dexterity. I can't take damage anymore. I reduce 38 damage on every hit they do. I don't think they can even hurt me anymore. I can certainly hurt them, though. I can hurt them real well. It's a real shame that this is a random blessing I got and not something I'm gonna be able to keep. But if I could have this blessing all the time, it would be broken as hell. You know, I'm just gonna style on you a little bit. I'm gonna do a dodge roll and then I'm gonna punch you in the neck. Ooh, the photo album. Do I want to trade healing off of humans to get more money? The answer, I think, is no for a change, because we already have quite a bit of money. Precisely. I mean, they've been shooting me back. They just need to shoot better. And then I will be in danger. I'll go ahead and grab Nutcracker because it will be useful. Use Arsenal to get something to use for free. I don't want my grenade to exhaust, so we'll go ahead and keep that like that. Max out our block for the team, which we don't have a team anymore because our dog got eaten by an eldritch horror, but you know, best not to dwell on that too much. Let's try the unknown. Yeah, it was a sad day, but that's the nature of a situation like this. I could get a high tier card, but I think I want another relic. The 1 health off of every enemy is tempting, but we were to get 3 health off of a human. This would only really help us when we're killing monsters. We don't really want the lottery ticket, because the 50-50 on that, again, we have a lot of money. The 25% discount at the merchant, though, means we get more relics every time we go to the merchant. But you gotta find a merchant. Which he's hiding this time. He's hiding real fucking well this time. Let's buy some fuel and then go to the museum. I know I could have went one more and then slightly more efficiently used that fuel, but I didn't want to get distracted. And there's the merchant hiding behind the museum. But we'll probably do some fights before we go to him just to make sure absolutely that we can afford what we want. Get another relic. Consumable slot's tempting, but no, the turtle figure is too good. Guaranteed shell every fight will save my life. But yeah, we'll do the monster melee and then go to the merchant. Maybe we won't do the monster melee because it leads to an asylum. I don't really need that. There's a motel behind the merchant, so we'll do an elite. Because we'll go to the merchant after the elite gives us a bunch of money. Oh, it's a Shoggoth, huh? That's less than ideal, but it'll be okay. Brass Knuckle. Give me a free card. The free card will be my Tommy gun. So I can use the boosted strength. I should have low-kicked him first, but it's fine. Oh, he's throwing a lot of damage at me. I should have paid attention to that. It's fine. He's gonna take a bunch of damage from it, and we got a motel to heal ourselves with. It'll be fine. Pain. The bleed, though, the bleed is less fine. I might have went slightly mad with power and I'm now regretting my life choices. Don't mind me. Thankfully, if we just keep generating block, we can shield off all the bleed damage. Nunchuck. Whack. I could have tourniqueted some of that health back, but it's fine. Oh, now he poisoned me too. Great. Love that for me. Well, this is actually the perfect time to use Hats Off, because we can actually get rid of those two damaging effects. Haha, joke's on you. All my blood's in my hat. Haha. I don't know if that's how blood works, but you know what? It's how blood works in this world, because nothing makes sense anyway. Yeah, exactly. I'm just as perplexed as you are, game, with my statement. That does 9 damage right now. If I add 15 to that, that's only 24. That's not enough. I am gonna use the candles to put an aura up, is what that'll do is that'll block the bleed and such that's invariably gonna happen from all of this. And that also makes our pistol shot free, which doesn't help that much. I wish I could have gotten rid of the perplexity, because that vulnerability I think might kill us, actually. No, because the aura will block that first. We might actually die here, though. There's still a real chance we might die. Oh, thankfully, like I thought, the aura blocked the worst of the way that was gonna go. But he takes, like, no damage from anything is the problem. Arsenal. Fish for the gun again. There he goes. And that's why I got the arsenal thing in the first place, was so that we could fish for things that cost a lot and use them for free. One random curse on the enemy is great, but one equipment is also really tempting. I'm gonna play with the random curse, though. That'll be fun. The blindfold would be entertaining, but no. I do not need to random my energy costs across the board. That would be a disaster. As much as I would like another machine gun, we'll take a punch. If I had grabbed the extra equipment slot, I would have taken the blindfold. But it doesn't help us right now. A merchant, I'm here to buy out your everything, most likely.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Or you're not gonna have anything I really am super excited about, which is a fucking shame. I could get extra consumable slots, but that doesn't help. I mean, given our current state of affairs, buying the bricks makes a degree of sense to guarantee us meta progression. I don't really need the hose, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the fuel canister and the pile of bricks. I could get combat stance. That wouldn't be a bad card to have. Starting with spiky isn't a bad idea either, but it doesn't... I don't want to lose any of the things we have in exchange for it. We could gamble on the vial of red sand. I think I'll grab the combat stance and the vial.
Do you think this will save you? Come again.
It might not save me, but it can't hurt. Well, it can hurt, but shh, it's okay. Hey, look, another merchant. I guess I shouldn't have spent all of the money, but that's fine. We have other fights where we can get more money from before going to see him again. I really wish we had the item that healed me when I went to the merchant, and right about now. There's a motel behind the asylum. I could get my insight back so I can get card draw, then heal again. But then we lose out on getting another shot at the merchant in a meaningful way. But it puts us in a better position for fighting the boss. Which this boss fight's gonna be kind of rough, so I think I will do that. As much as that's not the way I want to do this, it's the safer choice. This way we have all of our draw power back. We'll heal again. And then we'll probably do the scuffle, because I think we'll come out of that a little better than the monster fight, since we can heal off killing people. we'll just have to play this pretty carefully. He says knowing that he's lying to himself, making a statement like that. Oh good, it's only these two. Okay. They hit pretty hard, but it's only two of them. And they don't steal my buffs, so I can actually kind of leverage that. They also have shell, so I could mirror steal the shell, but that's not actually a good idea in this situation. Yes. We have so many block cards in here, and you're giving me this. Okay. I see how it is, game. Fine, if we're doing it this way, we're doing it this way, then. It didn't land the way I needed it to. That's inconvenient. But as you can see, that's how boosting the machine gun works out. You can just rip through things. It just didn't rip enough. I could have gambled the vial of red sand as well, but I felt like that was going to do more harm than good. But it sets us up to get rid of one of them at least. Whack. And we also got extra energy off of kicking that guy in the balls because the police pants gives us energy on kill. There's all my block cards. I wondered where they went. Turns out they were all right behind all the attacks. This game's shuffle is nasty sometimes. Shoot for 30. Whack. And gone. All in all, I think we still came out of that with more health than we went in with, but not by as much as I wanted to. There's our insight recharge. I mean, with the way this starts, this is basically just draw the card you would have had if you didn't have this, but it does get to have more card draw later. And it can pick a card specifically. I mean, I may as well. Okay, here we go. This easily could go wrong. Ithic was not a great fight for me to have right now. Especially when I didn't draw any of my block. Thanks, game. That's still not a block card game. Hey, you know what? Oh, right. It doesn't take innate. I'm an idiot. Tired brain is doing stupid things again. I was gonna steal his dry effect so he couldn't do cold damage to me. Well, back to fishing for cards then. Come on, I need a block card of any kind, game. Come on. Where is all of my block? Good lord. That's still not a block card either. What the fuck? That has block in it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to fish for a block card just because they're not showing up. This was the worst shuffle ever. Jesus. We don't have any negative statuses on us right now. The good news is him hitting us is going to make us stronger. The bad side is we're only going to get so much stronger because we're not long for this world with the amount of damage output he has. Unless I can actually keep drawing any blocking cards. Oh hey, there's the rest of the deck pretty much. We'll just low kick him twice to make sure his vulnerability stacks are nice and high. while he isn't doing any serious attacking. Like, he's freezing us, which sucks, and he took away my mini bombs, which were my planned way to get rid of him. It's okay, we'll just wait it out, let our strength keep building, and we'll chew through him. That's probably the only play we really have. Okay, he's only doing sanity attack right now. So now is the time to machine gun. This does 28 per hit. I could have Vial of Red Sanded and hoped we'd be able to play another card, but I think we're fine. It's admittedly pretty contingent on him not removing more of our attacking cards. But as long as he can't do any serious damage to us, we just keep getting stronger. We have no debuffs, so Hats Off is useless. Just kick you in your non-existent balls. And there we go. If we hadn't gotten Furious there, that fight would have been way worse. I just want that to be clear. The fact that we randomly rolled Furious, so we scaled strength up the more he attacked us, saved that fight and saved this run. There's another merchant discount, but I don't have free space for it. At the rate we're drawing, I'm gonna take the dodge, but I feel like now that I took that, I'm gonna start drawing nothing but block again. And just be upset a different way all over again. There we go, we're finally getting an upgrade for this. I'm looking forward to the upgrade down here where it only costs 2. It loses 1 of the points of damage back down, but it hits 5 times for 2. That's really hard to argue with. But we're in Act 3, where every run I've had has gone to die. And we're hurt. So... Oh, there is a motel behind that monster melee, so we'll go to the museum and then see if we can survive that monster melee. Give me a relic again.
Well, he's dead. Real shame. He will be missed.
I might be. I would love to take the silver coin, but we haven't seen any merchants in the pile yet. I'm actually gonna take the aura for a specific reason. Some of the monsters around here give really nasty debuffs, and we're not in any shape to be fending that off. Oh, there was a merchant behind there, so I could have used the coin to heal at him if I had remembered that, but it's fine. Because we could have refueled and then gone to the merchant. But I have made my decision. I haven't fought this yet, so I don't know what this does, aside from it has a lot of things. It has no physical body. If at the start of its turn it has less than 35% health, it will split into 2 smaller enemies. It takes no damage from physical dots, but it takes twice as much from non-physical dots. Good. And I can't even see what this thing's called, because the huge wall of text blocks its name. So whatever the fuck you are, I'm gonna have to kill you. This seems like a good fight to make myself stronger for straight away. Because it'll make that low kick free as well. He is spiky, so that's gonna be an issue as well. And he also goes straight in on dealing sanity damage, which is similarly upsetting. I could throw the riposte because he's not attacking. We'll take a little bit of spike damage, but you know what? That's fine. I feel like this thing needs to die fast. Nope. Try again. Good. I want a little bit more block to deal with the spike damage, is the idea there. So I think it's gonna split now. So it looks like it still attacks anyway. Oh, we were so close to killing it with the ice, though. If I had just committed to an extra attack, he would have died. Instead, they come out at 60 hit points each. What the fuck? This will do 6 damage. No, lock and mini bomb. Because our sanity's getting too low, we can't risk this fight taking too much longer. Oh good, you got rid of my free kick. Great. Ow. Sand. Yes! That's probably the best way the sand could have landed there. Okay. First we free Shadow Strike twice. Heal myself. Because the thing is, you'll notice we're gonna be down to 1 sanity. Oh, these are cloud beasts. Okay, that's what those are. We're gonna fish for some cards. Okay. We take a swing. We fire the gun. 1 down. The random shot hit the dead one, which is upsetting, but it's okay. Okay, there's only 1 left. But if he does sanity again and I can't kill him, we lose. Okay, he's not doing sanity again for the second. Oh, we need to go see the asylum very badly. Very, very badly. Yes, we do. This thing needs to die this turn, probably. No, it's blocking. Never mind. I was expecting it to do sanity damage this turn, because that was the loop it was usually doing. Well, perish, demon, under the hail of holy gunfire. Well, that could have gone better, but could have gone worse. At the end of the day, I'll take it. Sure, we'll take an uppercut. I probably should have rejected that card, but it's fine. Now regretting only having dexterity on tourniquet and not higher healing. Hello, motel. We'll go to the motel, then we'll go to the asylum, then we'll do some fighting, go to the merchant, and see what we can make happen here. We will try our best to struggle bus forward, but it's not looking great. Look at all those refueling stations. Yeah, 6 sanity total is not enough, I don't think. That's the problem. Oh, there's a museum behind there, so that'll be nice. Let's go get fuel. Then we'll fight probably the scuffle, and then we'll go to the merchant after that. Because I want a little bit more money before we go to the merchant so we can get more than likely more than 1 thing. And the scuffle has a potential to gain us health. Oh, it's 3 of you guys, huh? 3 Acolytes of Azathoth. That could be really bad. As you can see, they're already outputting a lot of damage. I should have used the monocle first. That way we could have gotten a really big defensive bonus there. We do have some evasion, but it's only 3%. Random bullshit go. Ooh, we got vampirism. Okay, hang on. And we got 2 dexterity. We're actually okay for this turn, and we can low kick again. And for free, which does make them hit a little harder again, but it still balances out. We have a 3 damage curse, which is inconvenient, but Not the biggest deal. That vampirism might save us, it might not. We're having to burn hard here in order to make sure we have a hope in hell. Yep. You know how I said we might gain health out of this one? That might be a bit of an inaccurate statement. Ouch. We evaded one of the hits at least. I saw the evasion pop up. So... Arsenal... Arsenal for a free dodge. There we go. Tourniquet for the dexterity as much as the health. And we'll bulk up our strength this turn. This way next turn we can hopefully chew through the one in front of us there. We are getting a bunch of those curses is the only problem. Wow, what a great hand. I'm glad to have this hand right now. Fuck me. Throw the self-flagellation away so I don't take damage from that. Shoot this man in the face. He didn't die from being shot in the face. There might not be even a head under all that wrapping anymore for all I know. It's fine. Everything's fine. The dexterity we have is protecting us. Okay, frenzy means this is a good idea. It's not a great idea, but it's a good idea. Okay, good. It got rid of one of them. And that means we got energy back, so we can hit that one and get enough block to block most of the attack coming in. We take damage from the self-flagellation, unfortunately. But we're still in this. We got so lucky getting that vampirism. We're not getting a ton of healing from it, but we're getting any healing at all from it. And that's important. Because it basically allowed us to dig back out of the hole that the start of this fight put us in. Unfortunately, our deck is filling with curses, but that's okay. They're not going to stay around. He's not going to die this turn, which is why I just went ahead and stacked additional block. I can't Thompson and mini bomb, so we'll just Thompson to get as much health out of the vampirism as I can. And then the scalpel healed us as well. 15 evasion at start of fight is tempting, but I feel like our setup's good enough already. Though we're running out of consumables. We can burn that just to use the umbrella. Oof. Yeah, sure, another tourniquet. I feel like this is a critical enough juncture. I probably should have passed that card instead of taking it, but I'm a fool that way sometimes. To the merchant we go. We should be able to buy more than one thing.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
The 3-card draw is tempting to trade for. We kind of need the eagle figurine. The tranquilizers would also be nice. Actually, the samurai hat might actually be a saving grace for us. +1 block combo bonus. Yeah, I think we forego the tranquilizers, even though that might not be a good idea. Grab these two.
Do you think this will save you?
I don't think so, but... Actually, no, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna spend the health, sell the fang, Grab the tranquilizers as well.
As you
This way we have the sanity buffer too. I know we're really dangerously low on health, but we're also dangerously low on sanity. Yeah, exactly. It's a gamble, but it might be a gamble that pays off. We don't want the refueling station right now. I do want that museum, but not yet. Let's move around a little bit more first, then we'll go to the refueling station. Steal some steel. There's another merchant behind that, but we're not gonna have money. There's an asylum down there, but we're not gonna have money for that either. We can use that though to get our insight back up to make our life potentially easier. I don't think I have enough money for your game. Oh no, it's 25. So yeah, we can do pairs. Why not? Let's see what we get. Combat stance, counteroffensive, cover the rear, furious. Oh, this is bad. And damn it, I should have went with my first instinct. I thought to go directly under the combat stance the first time, but no, I wanted to go weird and go off for the corners. No, wasted my fucking money. I hate it. I hate it when I second guess myself and it blows up in my face. Ooh, there's a motel. Well, we're going there. We're gonna grab the insight, grab the heal, and then do as much fighting as we can. There's no point in just moving on without taking the insight from the asylum. Another refueling station. I've never run out of gas. I ran out of gas on purpose in the demo once by just ignoring refueling stations, then I've never run out of gas ever again. Because especially with the meta progression upgrades to add more refueling stations, which I don't even have yet, I don't see how you'd ever run out of fuel. There's an elite foe hiding behind there. We don't have the money for the refuel right now is part of the thing. We'll fight this monster melee because I have an idea. I have a slightly goofy idea. Oh no. Not you bastards again. I know I say that about a lot of these, but a lot of these are problems here at this point. It feels like they did. I don't know if they did, but they might have. Okay, we're blocking all the damage. So rather than doing Shadow Strike, let's brass knuckle up for the next turn. Because we also have the boost from the endorphins to swing out harder. We just gotta make sure to be prepared for when they explode. Take a swing. Mini bomb. Oh good, you hit all of them. That's actually not that bad, but I would have preferred a little bit of focus fire there. It's fine. As if it had landed on any of them twice, it would have done a lot of work for us. These are Migos. Which, that's not quite the depiction I'm used to seeing for Migos, but it's not that far off either. I'm also very much not used to Migos exploding. I don't remember that ever being a thing they had as an option. The nails will do good damage, so we got that going for us. We are slightly poisoned, which is inconvenient. That's a very good way to set them up. But no, I need to clear one of them. you're the one attacking me, which is awful, is you are not gonna die. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for the nails and the firing. We're gonna lose some health here, but we need to make some headway. The alternative is I shoot one of the other two and reduce them further, but I don't really think that that's that great an idea. If I kill that one, I take 2 damage, so that's not really that big a deal. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the 2 damage. That I don't like. The fact that that one is 4, I don't like that. But we did get more block, so we're fine. Okay. Start with Nutcracker. Punch, punch. You're set up pretty well now. Block most of that damage. Actually, yeah. I want my dodge. Because we dodge for free. I have to waste 2 hits on him or waste the uppercut. Not what I wanted either. You're the one attacking me though. If I kill you, then I don't have to worry about that. And the rest of the hand doesn't matter as much, regardless at that point. Got them weird mushroom space bat bird things. Okay, next turn it dies. Good, I get a tourniquet as well. Okay, we could have come out of that a lot worse. We could have come out of that a lot better. But considering I went into that fight expecting to die to them when I saw that there was 3 of them, this is a better result than I expected. Let's do our upgrades first this time. 4 hits of 3 or 3 hits of 4. I'll take the 4 hits of 3. Considering the way I boost my damage, that's probably a better choice. I'm actually gonna reject this one. I don't have any need of any of those things. Okay. So here's what we can do. Let's refuel. Except we're not actually refueling. Because what we're gonna do is we can actually work shifts. And by working shifts, we can afford to buy more power. Or we go to the museum and then bank on getting something else. Which I think the museum might be the better idea. And now we have a 50-50 of which merchant we want. The problem is I might run out of gas after this, if we even survive this fight. Start with 15 mental barrier, no thank you. At the end of each battle, get 10% max health back. That would have been fucking great before. I think I'll actually take it anyway, though. In case we do make it through. If there's even anything after Act 3, but I would assume there's more after Act 3, but I don't know. I've never made it to this point, let alone past this point. Hey, merchant, I'm falling apart. I need things. Got anything good for me, buddy?
Look who's here.
I could summon bricks. So I think going to the merchant might have been a mistake. But there's still a way for us to leverage this. Give me the cleaver. What we can do is grab a bunch of consumables to use with the umbrella. It's not what I had intended to do. I had intended to grab more relics, but none of the relics he has are very important for us. Especially going into an Elder God fight that we probably aren't going to win. We have fought this thing before, but I'm assuming it's going to be scaled up for the fact that it's Act 3. Right now, it's going to spend a turn summoning friends, though, so we got a little bit of time to do stuff here. We actually got really lucky getting those tourniquets straight off the top, so we can actually build up a little bit. And it gets some of the less than ideal cards out of the way. I could have burned a sanity getting rid of Riposte because I never use it. But I figured I was going to need the sanity here. And this is kind of the thing I was afraid of. It summons 4 instead of 2 now. That's bad. That's real bad for me. Combat reflexes. Now, I guess that's only a once per turn thing? Or did it just choose the same thing again? I should have used this before doing that to make sure that that wasn't a thing that could happen. Yeah, see, it worked again. I literally just got unlucky the first time. That's a real shame, because that ruined part of the plan. But as you might have gathered, the plan is to go fucking ham this turn. Because the longer this fight goes on, the worse our situation's gonna get. So our best course of action is just go mental right now and just do everything I can. And we did quite a lot. So I think we might actually be able to brute force this. Thanks to our buffs and such that we have going. Which we do have 3 sanity blocks right now. We do have 3 hits of Fearless that we happen to get. So, there's that. Hey look, there's all the block cards I don't fucking need because they're not attacking me. Just keep pouring all the damage into Shub here. Actually, no, we're gonna strengthen up. Yeah, goats. Yep, that's what they're technically, but oh boy. They're not so goat-like no more. The mini bombs are actually a better idea because they do extra non-human damage. They're both random, so they're a gamble regardless. That worked out pretty well though. It cleared 2 of the Dark Young. I would have rathered they all happened to land on Shub, but that was too much to ask for anyway. We might actually be okay. Because I'm not sure if it'll summon... Oh, no, it's going to summon more. Okay. I was going to say, I'm not sure it'll summon more if they're not dead. Which... You know, let's make that happen then. Nice. More of them landed on the target. We can put it down to 1 hit point. Doing it. We are in such a good position right now. I knew we were becoming broken. I did not think we would gotten this brokenly strong yet. Here, enjoy a grenade. I just can't afford to get stupid now. If I get stupid now, we're gonna die. Hey, regardless. But I think we've got this under control. Oh, especially if we frenzy. There we go. Just one punch him out of here. Use our tourniquet. Kick that one. Take a swing. Crush that one. The damage output we have now is insanity. We got an orb. 2 cards. Now, is this 3 acts and it's done? Yep, it's 3 acts and it's done. Although Walter Schneider was able to overcome all obstacles in their path and complete their mission, they were unable to return to society. Somewhere on the return journey, they disappeared without a trace. But we found a body. Guess it wasn't his body, just a convenient doppelganger, but you know. But hey, we got our first win. Turns out by being in Act 3, we were on the cusp of victory so many times. But we tripped at the end. This time, this guy made it across the line. And boy, have we gotten a payout for it. Ooh, double-barreled shotgun. That you can casually repeat more than twice, but don't worry about that. I mean, that's also true. Horror is more effective when they give you hope and then crush it afterwards. Now, just a trench coat full of rats, huh? Interesting. Ooh, 30 gold at the start of each battle. That could definitely ramp up to be really profitable. They're giving some good stuff. And we got the pink glasses of the young lady over here. The Innsmouth Museum. You missed a little bit of plot before, but nothing too major.
The monolith. It can't take it. This is more than it can absorb.
Now's not the time for doubts, idiot. We're approaching the peak, where everything will fall into place.
His mask is falling off a little bit here. He's not being as gentle about things when he's just randomly leaping out calling people idiots.
What place is that, Head? The artifact is very unstable. We need to stop the experiment. Now!
You only see fragments, but I see the entire canvas. Soon he will awaken.
I had a feeling there was more to what Head wanted out of this than meets the eye, because he's only been telling everybody else pieces, which is how a lot of cults work, admittedly. The cult leader feeds the people underneath him just what he needs to make them do what he needs. Well, he isn't wrong. I never said he was wrong. Good question.
Who will awaken?
Yeah.
Head, you're dragging us into the abyss.
All that is hidden will now be revealed. Zargot, Muret, Valnar.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out who's awakening. Ow, my ears. Oh. Well, Head's gone. Monolith blew up. Can't help but notice the moon's worse. Remember when I said I think that the moon and the monolith were connected, and the fact that this might be what was attracting the Elder God? Yeah, might not have been that wrong about that idea.
What have we done? My faith was just a mirage. Head, you betrayed us, and you betrayed me.
I was sure I was getting close to understanding its structure. But in reality, I was only playing a game I didn't understand. I have no idea how these forces work. What do I even know?
Good question. What do you know in that nearly bald head of yours? Considering neither of you saw this coming, apparently.
What? What the hell is that?
That's a problem. That right there is a problem. I'm not so sure about the slowly part. I mean, it's usually the one in a position of strength that can afford to be polite. So there's something to that, but I wouldn't entirely agree with that statement. 1 week later.
I hope that bastard's dead.
Oh, he almost certainly isn't yet, but probably is wishing he was dead right about now. Those that summon an elder thing tend not to meet happy endings as a result of it. Gotta love the weirdo merchants just kind of hanging out here having a drink. This is just normal day for him.
That pretended to be light, and it's blinded us. But now the light is out. Now we're left in darkness.
You know, maybe y'all should have been clued in by the fact that you were being called the moths and you were being led to a flame. Just a hint there, guys. No? No? Didn't catch the symbolism of that one? No? Okay. Why am I not surprised that a bunch of cultists didn't catch the obvious danger sign?
It was all for nothing? We are destroying the world ourselves? For what? And now the portal is open. What will come through? More creatures? What will be left for us? Only the shattered remains of what we once were.
You know, Grim, you really live up to your name, you know that? I think almost every statement that's come out of this man has been incredibly grim. I mean, yeah, it's not a slaughterhouse per se, but they're basically going to be food for whatever's coming through this, so is that really better?
I always sought to know more. Maybe only through darkness can we truly understand the world. Give me his journals. I want to dive into the dark knowledge that clouded the head's mind. Maybe they hold some clues.
Yeah, just make sure to be careful reading that so you don't follow his footsteps. Well, hell of a lot's happened, huh? We've been bamboozled, the monolith blew up, and everything's kind of extra fucked. It might be, that's how these usually happen. I don't see any reason to want to convert spheres into super spheres right now, because we don't have a use for those. Like, presumably the upgrades for, like, the training center probably need it, but we're not going to be going crazy upgrading that yet. An extra consumable slot at the start of the journey is not a bad idea. Oh, I don't actually have the upgrade for the tranquilizers yet, right? So I wouldn't have been able to get them at the asylum that time that I thought I needed it anyway. I don't feel like I need the garage at all. Like I said, fuel is irrelevant so far. And with it only being a 3-act game, I feel like you actually need more use for fuel before you would want more fuel. Unless you're like going museum, 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 you don't really spend that much fuel. Health and sanity seem like very strong choices right now, because that's obviously what keeps killing us. Like, the training center is a good idea, but I'm not too worried about the +1 modifiers necessarily. I feel like these other benefits would be more globally beneficial, but I want what's after. I want the hand bonus and the max energy bonus. The lab, I think, is just pointless, like I talked about already. I'm actually gonna do the storage, though, to try to get that equipment slot. Okay, good, I can afford it. His 4 equipment slots is going to be huge. Because we've always been blocked by not having enough equipment slots to equip more benefits. And we will grab sanity. The sanity's been more dangerous to us. Ooh, we can even actually keep upgrading it. But I don't really need the insight bonus, because we rarely end up with anybody that has more than 15 insight anyway. The +3 sanity at the end of that line would be nice, but I'm not gonna spend my sphere on that. We have just gotten way stronger, though. That said, we have been going on long enough. 2 runs, I think, is enough, especially with one of them being a win. I think I have prattled on long enough today. I am glad to have gotten to see a win on camera, though. That makes me happy. Oh, absolutely. That's the thing. There's situations and certain personalities that you being each type benefits you. Like, there are some people you'll get much more out of being polite, and there's some people that you'll get much more out of pushing them and being demanding. It situationally varies. Oh yeah, I was never implying that one outweighed that the politeness was more beneficial more often. That was not my intention to make it sound 50-50. It only sounds 50-50 because there's only 2 options mentioned. And I'm also trying to just get the point out quickly because we're about to end. I could go on a whole long diatribe for that, but I see no reason to do so. In the current scenario. And yeah, I think I found us a decent spot to go, because it's been a bit since I've checked in on Morgan. She happens to be on right now. So. Indeed. So, thank you all for taking the time to be here. Ran a little bit longer than I had intended to, because I know I said I was only going to go for like an extra hour after everybody went on their way today to go take care of business, or just because they were worn down. But this game really has a way of just keeping a hold of me. Which is a good thing for a game like this. Let's see. Today's Saturday. The next stream will be that at Monster Hunter Freedom Unite stream we already talked about earlier, because Pazzy brought it up, because he needed to do his grinding and I still need to finish my grinding. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do Tuesday. I still need to double check with the person who had asked me if I wanted to do something on Tuesday, if she still wants to or is still able to. Thursday is of course Thanksgiving, so nothing's happening. I won't be here. And then it's back to business as usual after that. Depending on how Friday goes, I may do the second part of the 500 game shuffler on Friday. We'll see how I feel. And how crazy I feel like being. But yeah, I think that covers everything I wanted to cover. Be good to Morg, she's good people. You've seen her on here before when we've been playing Lethal Company with her and some of the others before. And that's about it. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you on Monday. Poof.